I am what I think. I am what I think. Not sometimes, not partially, completely. My character is the sum total of every thought I've entertained, every belief I've nurtured, every mental pattern I've repeated. I am the architect of my own being. Thought is my building material. Every action springs from hidden thought seeds planted in my mind. Even my spontaneous reactions arise from thoughts I planted long ago. When I snap at my partner after a stressful day, that reaction grew from frustration I've been watering for weeks. When I scroll social media instead of working on my goals, that's the fruit of thoughts about comfort and avoidance. I am what I think. My habits, my reflexes, my automatic behaviors, all fruit from the garden of my mind. My actions are the blossoms, my experiences are the fruit. I am harvesting exactly what I planted. When I taste bitterness, I examine the seeds I sowed. When I taste sweetness, I recognize the result of deliberate cultivation. I am not a victim of random chance. I am governed by law. The same law that governs the rising sun governs my inner world. In my mind, cause and effect operate with absolute precision where noble character emerges. From continuous noble thinking, from long association with elevated ideas. When I see someone with unshakable integrity, I recognize years of honest thinking behind that presence. When I encounter someone radiating confidence, I know they cultivated thoughts of self-worth, challenged their inner critic, and rehearsed courage until it became their nature. I am what I think. Degraded character results from harboring degraded thoughts. The entrepreneur who fails repeatedly fails because they've nurtured thoughts of doubt and victimhood. The person trapped in toxic relationships is harvesting thoughts about their own worthiness. No one else did this to me, I did this to myself. I make myself. I unmake myself. In the workshop of my mind, I forge both weapons and tools. Weapons against my soul when I dwell on resentment, comparison, and fear. Tools for elevation when I redirect toward possibility, gratitude, and growth. Even in my weakest moments when I feel defeated, I am still the master, but a foolish master who lost control. I am like a CEO who stops showing up, wondering why the company fails. I am like a gardener who plants weeds, then curses the harvest. I am what I think. This truth liberates me. I am the master of thought, the sculptor of character, the architect of my destiny. I hold the key to every situation and contain the transforming force to remake myself according to my will. This is mechanical reality. When I changed my thoughts about money from scarcity to abundance, my bank account followed. When I shifted my thoughts about my body from shame to appreciation, my health transformed. When I altered my thoughts about people from suspicion to curiosity, my relationships deepened. I changed and the world rearranged itself to match. I am what I think. When I reflect honestly and search for the laws governing my existence, I become a wise master who directs mental energies with precision. I stop asking, why is this happening to me? And start asking, what thoughts created this? What new thoughts will create something better? To become the conscious master of my life, I must discover the laws of thought within me. No one can hand me this knowledge. I must mine it from my own consciousness. If I dig deep into the mine of my soul, if I watch my thoughts carefully and control them deliberately, I will prove that I am the maker of my character, the builder of my destiny. I am what I think. I begin today. I will trace each thought to its effect. When I notice myself thinking, "I'm not good enough," I observe what follows: the slumped posture, the withdrawn energy, the opportunities one don't pursue. When I replace it with, "I am becoming who I'm meant to be," I observe the shift, the lifted chest, the forward movement, the synchronicities that appear when I align my thoughts with my truth. Every experience becomes my teacher. The traffic jam that triggers rage shows me thought seeds of impatience I've been planting without awareness. The compliment I deflect reveals thoughts of unworthiness I've been rehearsing in silence. The goal I postpone exposes thoughts of inadequacy I've been accepting as truth. Through knowledge, I gain understanding. Through understanding, wisdom. Through wisdom, power. I am what I think. Only through patience, practice, and persistent effort will I enter the temple of self-knowledge. There is no shortcut to this mastery. There is no bypass to this wisdom. I must do the work. I must sit with my thoughts. I must observe without judgment, then choose with intention. And I am ready. Starting now, I observe my thoughts with precision, question every belief that no longer serves me, and refuse to be controlled by unconscious patterns formed years ago, when I was a different person with different needs in a different world. I am ready. I observe my thoughts as they arise. I question my habitual mental patterns without mercy. I refuse to think unconsciously, to act automatically, to live reactively. I refuse to be a passive receiver of random thoughts drifting through my mind like clouds across the sky. From this day forward, I choose my thoughts as carefully as I choose my closest friends. My thoughts are my closest companions, my most intimate advisors, and they shape who I become with every passing moment. I am in partnership with my mind. I am the senior partner. I am what I think. When fear whispers that I will fail, I acknowledge it, then choose a different thought. When resentment replays old wounds like a broken record, I see it, then redirect to forgiveness, knowing that bitterness only poisons the vessel that holds it. When self-doubt claims I'm not ready, I witness it, then affirm that I grow through action, not through endless preparation. I am not fighting my thoughts. I am choosing them with deliberate intention. Fighting creates resistance and strengthens what I oppose, while choosing creates direction and empowers what I embrace. I am the director of this mind, the curator of this consciousness, the gatekeeper of this inner world. I select what stays and what goes. I am what I think. I am what I think. I am what I think.